For first example here, we are given the set in roster notation. S is rock, paper, scissors, and we want to describe S using both a word description and set builder notation. So for that first part, for the word description, we could just say something like S is the set of options in rock, paper, scissors. So I'm going to abbreviate that RPS just to save like a couple seconds and some ink. Meanwhile, if we want to describe that in terms of set builder notation, we could do the same sort of thing. S is equal to, S is the set of, that's what opening this curly brace there says, and that's a terrible curly brace. Even by my standards, I think I can do a little bit better than that. So S is the set of options S, such that, well, S is an option in rock, paper, scissors. Again, with this sort of thing here, where we're talking about a thing that you kind of have to describe in a sentence or a list, the set builder idea is basically the same as the word description idea. And that's still pretty common a lot of the time. It's just especially funky in this case, although it is a good way to practice seeing these connections, that an equal sign is the set of, curly brace, and then talking about these options, that's what that thing in there says. So let's take another quick example here with a slightly different, slightly more number-based approach. So for our second example, we want to describe the set O, where O is equal to the elements n, such that n is an odd number between 2 and 10 in raster notation. So okay, here what we have is something in set builder notation. So let's understand here that the things O are the set of elements n, or n, small n in particular, is usually referencing numbers like I talked about before, where these are the odd numbers between 2 and 10. So O, in roster notation, is the set, so curly brace, of odd numbers between 2 and 10. So that would be 3, 5, 7, and 9. Again, sometimes roster notation is better, sometimes a word description is better, and sometimes set builder notation is better. For a set of like 4 or 5 things, roster notation is usually the best, but it's good to get practice going back and forth between these sorts of ideas. And the next thing we're going to look at here is a very special, very important set that, in particular, describes nothing, but in a very particular way. So, let's talk about the empty set next.